Have you been bringing... I've been hearing a group of them has holed up in East March.
I shouldn't
Run
have skipped
fast, my friend.
through that conversation. The problem is at this point I've seen it all twice because, you know, all that footage I lost, basically. So I got bored.
That's why you skipped. I was like, interesting. I understand that sometimes I read just the stuff faster and I skip it because I just want to save time. But most of the time, there's every once in a while where an NPC is like, either I really like them or their voice acting is really good that I just sit through all of it. Like, even...
I'm deciding how I want to travel, by the way.
I was about to say, like, even this, and then I was like, wait, you probably haven't met that character yet, so...
Yeah, no, I haven't. No, you can't talk about anything, darn it.
But you're spoiling the companions for me.
Yeah,
so...
but you would be spoiling so much more for people who watch this video.
That's true. That's true.
There's a werewolf transformation.
That, I always find it a little weird.
Yeah, like your arm is super long.
Yeah, your arm.
It's like on a stick.
I looked at your arm, I was like... But I do love running wild.
Here's something I've discovered, actually, which is interesting to me. When I did these missions before, where I had to go assassinate a silver hand leader, basically, it was in a completely different location. So what they do is they set you up with a random cave, like one where you could just be fighting bandits, but they'll throw the silver hand in there for this mission. So I've never been to this cave before, despite the fact I've done this mission before, and I almost, you know, this cliff scared me.
Oh, wait. So they can randomly spawn certain types of NPCs in a dungeon, and it doesn't matter what dungeon it is.
Yeah, basic. Or I guess there's a couple of dungeons. Yes. Eat, devour his neck.
So this pod. Yeah, no, I love animations in this game. Honestly, that's the biggest improvement in this game. The animations, and the thing is, what's a little bit not disappointing, but like not 100% immersive is it takes you out and it gives you like this cutscene where it's like a finishing move that you don't really like control.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen every time.
Right, but it's a nice little reward, so like it is still in-game graphics, not like a whole pre-rendered thing.
I like it.
But no, I like it too. It's just you don't really have, all you have to do is like do a power attack and there's a chance you can do a finishing move, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
I don't play a warrior, so
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either. When I play a warrior, I'll figure it out. But I think it's cool. That's the biggest improvement in this game because like in a sword
Every time I see a red dot on my radar, I look up into the sky because I'm like, is it a dragon? I have to check.
That's true. That's a fair.
It was just a bunch of bandits this time.
Fear. Yeah. And
oh, very powerful bandits.
About this time.
Oh,
really?
Time to run.
Yeah, that is. Whenever I see bandits, I always think of harvesting their souls because I'm always like, no one's gonna miss them. They're outlaws. Society has already abandoned them. I can take their souls.
I can take it to a whole new level.
They don't even have souls. It's like
wait, that's not fair.
Like,
something's filling that gem.
No
okay. Wait, and what's attacking the bandits right now? Because I'm not doing damage to them, but something is hurting them. Let's just walk on over. Oh, it's a mage. A necro.
Oh.
Actually, it's a necromancer.
Yep,
all right, we're not
necromancer.
getting in. Yeah, we're not getting in on this.
Got necromancer.
We're gonna sit here and wait until we're not a werewolf anymore.
Yep.
Which
speaking of drowning, I thought to myself, how am I gonna level restoration? It levels so slow. I rarely get a chance. That's right, I totally forgot your character was female until like right now.
Yeah, here's a nice reminder, and it's a reminder every single time.
You're wearing mage clothing. See, everything else was first person until now, so I didn't actually like know. In some ways, I kind of wish my mage might have been a female character because like the male character I made, I didn't really think about it, but he's like, for a while, he was like this kind of like muscular dark elf guy in like a robe, which really didn't look like a fitting. Yeah, I made a dark elf because I was just playing Morrowind before it. I was like, I'm gonna be the savior of Morrowind and Skyrim, like some kind of like roleplay continuity. Like I'm the descendant of my character in Morrowind.
You should have known though. You had the same problem in WoW with muscular.
He had the
mages.
same name. I know. That's why I can't play humans because they're too bulky. You can't be a. I'm sorry. You can be a like muscular mage, but to me, it just wouldn't make sense. If you're spending all your time like
Whoa,
casting spells.
that body went flying.
Yeah, it did. That was physics. For
Yeah,
me.
that's Skyrim physics, all right. Sorry, I just had to
But seriously,
throw that
if
out there.
you are a mage, if you're spending all your time like studying magic and casting spells, like how are you also
what?
going to
You
be a
don't believe you hit the
like,
gym
how are you...
on occasion? Or sometimes
you
your
hit the gym,
apothecary
you, like...
ingredients are rather heavy?
Right. You're carrying a lot of stuff. You're running great distances. You're working out, but chances are you're like exercising your mind more than your body. You're not gonna be like, even though casting magic is a physical thing, I don't think it doesn't like, you know what I mean? It's like you can be a bodybuilder who may also cast magical spells, but chances are if you're like a mage or say a thief, you're not likely to be really big and muscular. There can be the overlap, but it's not, one won't cause the other, really. So, that's just my take.
Is it now?
Yeah.
At some point, right about now, I figure out why I have no mana all the time.
This is the point in the game where I got really upset with playing Destruction Mage, because I was like, now I'm out of mana, and I'm probably gonna die, or I need to just run away. And that's not fun.
This is the point
what I did
in the
was,
game where I realized that
yeah.
I should have a staff favorited in my hotkeys so that I can just finish off these stupid enemies.
And favorites are good. That's actually a really good idea. You know what? You could have potions favorited and just pop a few when you're low on mana. Staves work,
Oh, that's true. I never
same.
favorite health items.
I favorite health and mana potions in case.
There we go. I've redone all my favorites at this point.
Speaking of potions, I never use like any of the different types of potions. Like I never use like stamina or cure disease
Can
potions.
I just tell you?
People always see me walking around. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring this up real quick. Can I just tell you how funny that book was I just picked up? It was called Words and Philosophy,
What
and
did
it
it say?
increased my two-handed skill.
That's interesting. I have no idea what the correlation
I don't know.
is.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Oh. Okay.
That's about where I'd bring that.
Oh, carry a big stick. Two-hander.
Yeah.
+1 skill.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, that's actually a very weird skill
Would
book.
you like to finish your previous thought,
Oh,
though?
it's a trap.
Yeah, hopefully I can get him to set it off.
Yeah, I never Yeah, that's always my hope, that a trap can do some good stuff for me. Like, for example, that Bard's quest I was telling you I was on with the stupid ghost that I didn't know his journal was staying right next to him.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh, come on, stuff initiation quest.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. I'm not gonna do it, I suppose.
Anyway, no, there's the part where there's the like catwalk with the swinging axes. I just run across that, I aggro all the Draugr in the room, run up that, run across, and then let all the Draugr die on the axes. Like, the pendulum just knocks them off or kills them instantly. So
That
was
a
a fun
terrible
trap.
shot with magic. Hopefully I'll get better.
Oh, don't worry. I'm still really bad. I'm at 100 destruction, and I leveled that up.
I have no idea where this ninja came from.
non-grinding.
Like, he was not there a moment ago, and then all of a sudden he's there. And he's also a Khajiit, which you don't see very often.
That's true. Yeah, there are not a whole lot of them just, like, in dungeons or among bandits or any of that. They're usually the more in, like, gypsy caravans.
And apparently he wanted to rob me, and he was like a bandit, but I said no.
Well, because They like sneak around, stealing
God, when the
stuff.
heck do I figure this out? At some point I figure out that I haven't got the perk for reducing the adept's skills, like the mana cost. And so I straight away invest right into it once I figure that out, but I don't remember when I figure that out. Or if I already did and I'm confused.
Yeah, early on I used those perks and then I did the enchanting thing, and then all my spells cost nothing anyway, so I stopped. I was just like, yep, I'm done. And I carry around a set of armor for every school of magic, so I can just put on my conjuration armor, and conjuration spells are completely free.
That sounds lovely.
So I just summon I summon guys at my
I would just
will
sit on a rock, count
like,
conjuring bound sword all day.
You know how I leveled up conjuration to 100? I just found a mammoth. I killed the giant protecting it. I kited the mammoth to like a big rock, and I just stood on top of the rock where the mammoth couldn't hit me. And I cast Soul Trap like 500 times.
Oh, I usually just cast bound sword when I'm like face to face with a bear and I'm on a rock where it can't get me.
Do your worst.
That's the thing. People say, yeah, that's one way people do it. They use bound sword, but bound sword isn't that.
I have
quick
no idea how I died.
You just couldn't run away from him.
Yeah, I guess he
like,
finished me, but it like didn't look like a finisher.
He did something like, yeah, that looked. It seemed like it might have been a finisher.
I should get Lydia to follow me.
It was just a very like. Yeah. See, as a destruction mage, the problem I have is I use a lot of AoE spells, so everyone gets mad at me.
Well,
everyone just like instantly.
The cool thing about conjuration, or at least, is that the flame archer is immune to fire, and I assume the frost is immune to frost, and so on and so forth. So I can get away with me not being gentle.
That's great for minions, because who even cares if you accidentally kill a minion? It's fine. The problem is, anyone in any quest that comes along with me always gets in the way. I'm always like trying to shoot somebody, and some guy's like,
all right.
I was trying to kill a dragon. I was trying to kill a dragon, and I was shooting a laser out, and it was doing tons of damage. And this lady NPC just decides, I'm an NPC villager, but I'm gonna fight a dragon, and run right in front of that guy's laser.
I'm a fire my bois.
No common sense at all.
Well, I'm about to end the video here, actually. So, yeah.
Oh,
Matt,
it's over. Oh, that was quick.
It was great having you on. And hopefully you can do it again sometime. Maybe we can get Hank and you.
I hope to come back.
Well,
okay.
It would be great to have you back.
Yeah, this was fun. It actually went a lot fast. For like 15 videos, went by pretty quick.
It does.
And most
go
of the
by
time
quick
we weren't
when you're
even
recording. I get to sit through all of it twice.
I feel bad because I wasn't even. Most of the time we weren't like really commentating on the video. We were just kind of chatting, but I like that too. So
that's fun.
Maybe, maybe we'll just.
The problem is you don't want spoilers,
talk.
so maybe we'll get you back on when we start up the Mage Guild.
Well, I haven't even finished Mage Guild.
Yeah, but it would be like the first mission, so.
Yeah. I'd be happy to. And to be honest, I like your Conjurer, so I totally want to, watch more of that gameplay.
Well, that sounds that sounds good.